Someone you love who passed away left you this message. The truth is finally revealed. God says, this is their last message for you. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. It's very important for you to listen this now. Do not scroll past this, because what you are about to hear carries a blessing that can shift your life in a single breath. I am speaking to you about the one you still think about in quiet moments. And I am revealing what they longed for you to understand before they left this earth. If you believe I am guiding this very moment, comment 1111. Stay with me now, because what unfolds here is not imagination, but truth carried from eternity into your present hour. I am the Lord who holds the souls of the living and the departed, and I tell you clearly that the love you shared did not end in the grave. The one you miss so deeply could not say everything while they were still beside you, and now I bring clarity where there was silence. Their heart carried words they never fully expressed, and I am unveiling them so you may walk forward without regret or confusion. This is not meant to wound you, but to heal what still aches inside. Before you go any further, I ask you to gently press the like button as a simple act of faith, because this moment is not an accident, and I am using it to reach you. I see how often you replay memories, wondering if you did enough or said enough. I see the nights when your chest felt heavy because something was left unfinished. I am not reminding you of this pain to reopen it, but to finally close the door on guilt that has lingered too long. The truth I reveal now is simple and powerful. The one you love does not blame you for anything that happened. They do not carry disappointment toward you, and they do not wish you to live under the shadow of regret. What they desire most for you is peace, growth, and courage to continue living fully without feeling that moving forward means leaving them behind. You have sometimes felt a quiet whisper in your heart, almost as if they were urging you to keep going. That nudge was not your imagination, because I allowed comfort to flow into you through remembrance. I am the God of the living, and I guard the bonds formed in love. The message they could not speak clearly before is this: do not freeze your life at the moment of their departure. They saw your strength more than you realized. They admired your kindness even when you doubted yourself. They wished they had told you more often how proud they were of who you were becoming. Their silence was not a lack of love, but often a struggle of their own limitations. You must understand something deeply important. When they left this world, they entered my presence, and in my presence clarity comes. They now see your journey from a wider view than you can imagine, and they do not want you chained to sorrow. They want you free, hopeful, and bold enough to pursue what I have placed in your heart. Comment Amen to affirm that you receive peace over regret. Let that single word be a seed planted in your spirit. I am not asking for noise, but for agreement with what I am doing in you right now. There were moments you thought you failed them. There were conversations you wished had gone differently. Yet I tell you that love covered far more than you understood, and their heart held gratitude for you even in their final days. You were a gift in their life, not a burden, not a disappointment, but a blessing. The last message they carry for you is not about the past. It is about your future. They want you to pursue the dream you postponed. They want you to forgive the person you have avoided. They want you to step into joy again without feeling guilty for smiling. You sometimes feel that if you allow yourself to be happy, you are betraying their memory. That thought did not come from me. I am the God who restores joy, and they rejoice when you choose life instead of constant mourning. Their love for you never required your suffering as proof. I also reveal something you may not expect. They asked me, in the way souls rest in trust, that you would be protected. Your name is not forgotten in heaven. You are not walking alone through your struggles, because I have assigned grace to follow you. The truth finally revealed is not a secret meant to shock you. It is a healing meant to steady you. Their last message is wrapped in this simple truth: live fully, forgive freely, and trust me completely. You have been chosen to hear this because your heart was ready. You have been carrying unanswered thoughts for too long. I am answering them now, not with fear, but with assurance. Let your tears, if they come, cleanse you instead of drowning you. Let memory become warmth instead of weight. I am not erasing what happened, but I am transforming how it shapes you. The one you love is safe with me. Their story with you is honored, not erased. And the life ahead of you is still filled with purpose that I designed long before you understood loss. They understood more in their final moments than you realized. Even if their body was weak or their voice was fading, their spirit felt the depth of your care. The times you showed up, the small sacrifices you made, the patience you offered in ordinary days, all of it mattered more than grand gestures. What you thought was not enough was, in truth, a powerful expression of love. There is something else you need to hear clearly. They do not want you trapped in a cycle of what if. Those words have been circling your mind like a storm. But storms are not meant to be permanent. I am calming that storm now, because the future I have for you cannot grow in soil soaked with constant regret. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. When you hold on to guilt, you hold on to something they already released. In my presence, there is no replaying of arguments or dwelling on minor mistakes. There is clarity, peace, and understanding that human life is fragile and imperfect. They see now that both of you were learning, growing, and doing your best within your limits. You may not realize how much strength you showed during their final season. You stepped forward when it would have been easier to step back. You carried responsibilities that felt heavy, and you did it out of love, not obligation. That devotion was seen not only by them, but by me. Their last desire for you was not that you would keep their memory alive through pain. It was that you would carry forward the goodness you built together. The laughter you shared was not meant to become a reminder of loss, but a reminder of how capable you are of loving deeply again. I created your heart with the ability to hold both memory and new beginnings. There is a fear inside you that moving on means leaving them behind. That fear has kept you from embracing opportunities placed gently before you. Hear me clearly now, because this is part of the truth finally revealed. You do not leave someone behind by continuing to live. You honor them by living well. They would not want you to shrink your world because theirs ended on earth. They would not want you to reject happiness because they cannot stand beside you physically. Love does not demand that you dim your light. True love desires your light to shine brighter than before. You have also wondered if they are at peace. Let that worry rest now. They are not in confusion, not in fear, not in regret. They are held securely in my care, surrounded by a peace that does not fade with time. Sometimes you sense a warmth when you think of them unexpectedly. Sometimes a memory comes without pain and surprises you. That is not betrayal of grief. It is healing at work within you. I am gently transforming your sorrow into something that strengthens rather than weakens you. There were words they never found the courage to say while alive. Some of those words were apologies for moments they felt they fell short. They recognized their own flaws more clearly at the end, and they wished they had been softer in certain seasons. They want you to know that any sharp words or misunderstandings were never meant to define your relationship. Forgiveness must flow both ways in your heart. Forgive them for what hurt you, and forgive yourself for what you think you did wrong. I am the God who restores relationships beyond the limits of time, and I am restoring your inner peace now. You do not need to carry invisible debts that no longer exist. There is also something practical they would tell you if they could stand before you. They would tell you to take care of your body and your mind. They would urge you not to neglect your health, because grief drained your energy. They saw how the loss shook you. They would not want you to live in a constant state of exhaustion or emotional isolation. Step back into routines that nourish you, because your life still has chapters waiting to be written. Comment 777 to declare that you trust my guidance over your future. Let that simple act be a sign that you are ready to move forward under my protection. I am not leading you away from their memory, but through it into strength. You have been feeling chosen in a strange way since they passed. It feels as though something unseen has been shaping you. That is because I have been working quietly in the background of your pain. Loss has refined your heart, deepened your compassion, and opened your spirit to my presence more than before. They are not watching you with judgment. They are not measuring your progress or counting your tears. What rests in their heart now is gratitude for the time you shared and hope for the life ahead of you. You will encounter moments where grief tries to return suddenly. Do not fear those waves. Waves do not mean you are failing, they mean you are human. When those moments come, remember this revealed truth. Their last message for you is not tied to sorrow but to courage. They want you to step into opportunities you once hesitated to accept. They want you to build relationships without fear of another loss controlling you. They want you to laugh without feeling guilty. They want you to trust that I am capable of holding every soul you love. I am not finished speaking comfort into your life. This revelation is part of a larger restoration taking place within you. You are not fragile beyond repair. You are being strengthened in ways you cannot yet see. Look ahead without fear. I am guiding you into seasons that carry new purpose. The love you lost on earth has not been erased. It has been transformed into a deeper trust between you and me. You have been doubting your decisions since they left. You question whether you are capable of handling life without their advice, their reassurance, or their presence beside you. I tell you now that you are not as alone as you feel, and you are not as fragile as your fear suggests. I placed resilience inside you long before this loss ever occurred. Their last desire for you was courage. They wanted you to stand firm in moments when you feel small. They wanted you to trust your instincts and move forward without waiting for constant approval from others. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There were dreams you once shared together. Some of those dreams faded after their passing because you felt it no longer made sense to pursue them. I am restoring vision to your heart because purpose does not end when someone departs. They do not want you to abandon what you started. They would be proud to see you continue building, creating, and growing. Even if the dream changes shape, the spirit behind it can still live on through you. You have also carried silent anger toward yourself for moments you believe you wasted. You replay ordinary days and think you should have appreciated them more. That self-punishment is not required for love to be real. Love was present in your ordinary days. It existed in small conversations, shared meals, quiet support, and even disagreements. Do not let your memory rewrite the past into something harsher than it truly was. There is a reason I am emphasizing this so strongly. The enemy of your peace tries to twist memory into a weapon, but I am reclaiming memory as a gift. Your heart has been in survival mode since the loss. You moved forward because you had to, not because you felt ready. Yet in that survival, I was shaping endurance inside you. The person you are becoming now is deeper, more compassionate, and more aware of what truly matters. That growth is not a betrayal of your past. It is a continuation of the love that shaped you both. Sometimes you sense their presence in a symbolic way. A song plays unexpectedly, or a thought enters your mind at the right moment. Do not become consumed with signs, but allow those moments to remind you that love leaves imprints that time cannot erase. What they want you to hear clearly is this: do not close your heart to future connections out of fear of another goodbye. Life on earth is temporary, but love expressed while here is meaningful beyond measure. You are allowed to open your heart again. You are allowed to form bonds without guilt. Their love for you was never meant to lock you in emotional isolation. Comment 1212 if you choose to release fear and step into renewed strength. Let that declaration mark a turning point inside you. I am guiding you into freedom, not back into sorrow. There were also prayers they whispered for you that you never heard. In their quiet moments, they asked me to protect you, to guide you, and to bless your path. Those prayers did not disappear when their earthly voice grew silent. I am still answering those prayers. You have seen protection in situations that could have turned out differently. You have sensed guidance in decisions that once felt overwhelming. You thought those moments were coincidence. They were not coincidence. They were evidence that love continues in ways you cannot fully see. Another truth must be revealed gently. You sometimes feel guilty for days when you do not think of them as often. You wonder if forgetting for a few hours means you are moving on too easily. That thought is unnecessary. Healing includes moments of lightness. It includes laughter, productivity, and days where grief is quiet. Your mind and heart are designed to adapt. This adaptation is not erasure. It is survival and renewal working together. They would not want to be remembered only through tears. They would want their memory to inspire you to live well. They would want you to use what you learned from them to become even more grounded and kind. You carry pieces of them in your character. Their influence shaped how you speak, how you care, and how you respond to hardship. That influence does not fade because their body is no longer present. I am also calling you to forgive life itself. Sometimes you feel angry at how suddenly everything changed. You question the timing, the fairness, and the outcome. Release that weight now. I hold times and seasons in my hands, even when they do not make sense to you. Their departure was not outside my awareness, and your future is not outside my plan. You are not being tested by cruelty. You are being strengthened by experience. And through this strengthening, you will help others who face similar loss. There will be a moment when you speak comfort to someone grieving. You will not speak from theory, but from lived understanding. That compassion will become one of your quiet strengths. The truth finally revealed continues to unfold. Their last message is not a single sentence, but a direction for your life. Move forward without fear of dishonoring them. Move forward with faith that I am carrying both you and them. I am the God who redeems sorrow into wisdom. I am the God who turns endings into beginnings. You are still here for a reason. Your days are not random. Your steps are being guided even when you feel uncertain. Stand up internally with renewed resolve. Let grief transform into gratitude. Let memory transform into motivation. Life and breath are held in my hands alone. You loved them within the limits of your humanity, and that was enough. You could not extend their days by worry, nor could you shorten them by mistake. Release yourself from the burden of imagined responsibility, because that burden was never assigned to you. They do not look back wishing you had done more. They look with peace, knowing you stood beside them in the ways that mattered most. What they carried into eternity was not disappointment, but appreciation for your presence in their life. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You must also understand that grief sometimes disguises itself as loyalty. You feel that holding on to pain proves the depth of your love, but love does not require suffering as proof of devotion. Your tears honored them, but endless torment does not. There is a time to mourn and a time to rise. I am calling you gently into the rising. You have been hesitant to let joy return fully because you fear others might think you have forgotten. Yet those who truly understand loss know that healing is not betrayal. The one you love would rather see you smiling than shrinking. They would want you to sit at a table again and feel warmth instead of emptiness. They would want you to pursue the calling you once delayed. They would want your heart to open without trembling at every sign of attachment. I am strengthening you in ways you may not notice yet. Your sensitivity has deepened and your empathy has expanded. This is not weakness, but refinement. When you remember them now, try to recall not only their final days, but the fullness of their life. Remember the small habits that made you laugh. Remember the strength they showed in their own struggles. Their story did not begin or end with illness or departure. It was woven with purpose, growth, and shared moments that shaped you both. Hold the full picture, not only the ending. There is another truth they want you to know. They are not trapped between worlds, nor are they wandering in confusion. They rest securely in my presence, where peace is steady and unbroken. You do not need to fear for their state or imagine them unsettled. That fear has weighed on you more than you admit. Let it dissolve now under the assurance that I am faithful to care for every soul. Comment 555 to declare that you trust me with both the living and the departed. Let that declaration rise from a place of surrender. I am capable of holding what you cannot see. You may also feel moments when guilt returns unexpectedly. It may surface during anniversaries, holidays, or quiet evenings. Do not panic when that happens. Healing is not a straight line, it moves in waves, and sometimes old feelings resurface briefly before fading again. When that happens, bring those feelings to me instead of hiding them. Speak honestly in prayer, even if your words are simple. I hear what your heart cannot always form into sentences. I am close to the broken-hearted, and I remain close to you. There were times you thought you should have said something differently. There were conversations you replayed in your mind, wishing you could edit them. Yet love is not measured by perfect words. It is measured by presence, effort, and sincerity. You gave those freely more often than you realize. They carried that truth with them when they stepped into eternity. I also reveal something important for your future. You are not meant to walk cautiously forever, afraid of loving deeply again. The pain you experienced does not mean you should close your heart. It means you loved well. And loving well is never a mistake. It is a gift that reflects my own heart. When the time comes for new connections, do not compare them unfairly to what you lost. Every relationship is unique, and each carries its own purpose. Allow new chapters to unfold without forcing them to mirror the past. You may feel unsteady at first, but I will steady you. You may feel uncertain, but I will guide you. The one you love would not want you bound by fear of another goodbye. They would want you bold enough to embrace life fully. They would want you to trust that I am sovereign over every season. Their last message carries this strong encouragement. Do not let loss define the limits of your joy. You have survived something that reshaped you. Now you must allow yourself to grow beyond it. Growth does not erase memory, it builds upon it. There will come a day when you speak about them with warmth instead of sharp pain. That day will not mean you forgot. It will mean you healed. I am walking with you through that process step by step. I do not rush your grief, but I also do not leave you stuck in it. I gently lead you forward. You are chosen to carry both love and resilience. You are protected even when emotions feel overwhelming. My hand has not left you for a single moment. The truth continues to unfold, and it remains centered on hope. Their departure was not the end of your story. It was a turning point that I am using for transformation. Lift your head with quiet confidence. Your heart is mending even when you cannot feel it. I am restoring strength to places that once felt shattered. You sometimes wake up expecting to hear their voice or see their name on your phone. For a split second, everything feels normal again, and then reality settles in. That small daily reminder has been one of the hardest parts for you. I want you to know that I am present even in those seconds of shock. The one you love understands that adjustment has been painful. They know you did not simply lose a person, but a rhythm, a habit, and a shared future you once imagined. They would gently tell you not to feel ashamed of how long it has taken to steady yourself. Grief is not weakness. It is evidence that love was real. You have also felt isolated in ways you did not expect. Even when surrounded by people, you sometimes feel that no one truly understands your specific loss. That loneliness can be heavier than the grief itself. I am drawing near to you in those moments so that you will not feel abandoned. I am also placing new support around you, even if you do not recognize it yet. There are conversations I am preparing that will bring unexpected comfort. There are people I am guiding toward you who will listen without judgment. The last message from the one you love includes something practical and grounding. They want you to return to simple routines that anchor you. Wake up with intention, nourish your body, step outside into fresh air, and allow your mind to rest. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. They watched you neglect yourself in the early days of sorrow. They would not want that pattern to continue. Your well-being matters deeply. You have carried a subtle fear that happiness might invite another loss. That fear whispers that if you let yourself feel secure again, something will be taken from you. That whisper does not come from me. I am not a God who builds joy only to destroy it. Life contains seasons, but fear is not meant to govern your choices. You are allowed to build, to plan, and to hope again. Comment 999 as a declaration that you choose hope over fear. Let that be a turning point in your spirit. I am strengthening your foundation so you can stand without constant anxiety. There is also something beautiful unfolding that you have not fully noticed. Your capacity for compassion has expanded because of what you endured. When you see someone else hurting, your response is gentler and more patient. This transformation is part of the purpose I am shaping in you. The pain you experienced is being refined into wisdom. That wisdom will one day comfort someone else in a way only you can. The one you love would be proud of how you have handled moments when you felt like collapsing. They saw your tears, but they also saw your resilience. They know how hard you tried to keep moving forward, even when everything felt heavy. They want you to release the idea that you must carry their legacy perfectly. You are not required to live flawlessly in order to honor them. Simply living with integrity and kindness is enough. There may be days ahead when you will feel a sudden wave of longing again. It might come during a milestone, a celebration, or a quiet afternoon. Do not interpret that wave as regression. It is simply your heart remembering what mattered. Allow the feeling to pass through you without resisting it. I will steady you each time. You are not meant to build a shrine to the past and stand before it forever. You are meant to carry memory in your heart while stepping boldly into what I have prepared. I designed your future long before this loss occurred. Their final words for you, carried through me, include encouragement to forgive yourself for moments when you struggled emotionally. There were times you felt impatient, overwhelmed, or even distant. You judged yourself harshly for those moments. They did not hold those moments against you. They understood you were human and under pressure. Extend that same grace to yourself now. I also want you to release the pressure of proving your strength to others. You do not have to pretend that everything is easy now. True strength includes honesty and vulnerability. When you speak openly about your journey, healing deepens. Silence can protect for a season, but it can also isolate. I am inviting you into safe spaces where your story can be shared without shame. There is more life ahead of you than you can currently imagine. New experiences will unfold. New friendships will form. You may even find yourself laughing unexpectedly one day and realizing it feels natural again. That moment will not mean you forgot. It will mean you healed enough to breathe freely. The one you love does not want your life defined by the day they left. They want your life defined by courage, kindness, and faith. They trust that I am guiding you in ways you cannot yet see. You have been protected from certain dangers you never knew existed. I have shielded you during vulnerable seasons. Their prayers for you are still being answered in quiet ways. As you continue forward, anchor yourself in this truth. Love did not end, it changed form. Connection did not disappear, it deepened through eternity. You are still chosen, you are still guided, you are still surrounded by my presence. Lift your head with renewed confidence. The truth has been revealed not to overwhelm you, but to free you. I am walking with you into brighter days, but hear me now with clarity and compassion. The walls that protected you in the early days of grief are not meant to stand forever. They were necessary for survival, but they are not meant to define your future. I am gently teaching you how to lower them without feeling exposed. The one you love would not want you living behind emotional barriers. They would not want you hesitating every time you feel joy rising. They would tell you that your heart was created to feel deeply, not to shut down in fear. You have also carried an unspoken question about whether they knew how much they meant to you. You replay conversations, searching for proof that your love was clear. Let this truth settle inside you with certainty. Your love was evident in countless small ways. It was present in your consistency, in the way you showed up even when tired. It was present in your concern, your listening, and your quiet sacrifices. They felt it more than you realize, even when words were not perfectly spoken. There is no unfinished emotional transaction between you. There is no hidden resentment lingering in eternity. What remains is gratitude for the time you shared and peace in my presence. You sometimes think that if you had known the exact day they would leave, you would have done everything differently. That thought is natural, but it is not helpful. You were living with the knowledge you had at the time, not with the hindsight you possess now. Do not judge your past self with information you did not have. Extend grace backward into your own history. I am not accusing you of failure, and neither are they. Comment 222 as a quiet declaration that you release self-judgment today. Let that number represent balance returning to your heart. I am restoring stability where emotions once felt chaotic. There were moments when you felt spiritually distant after the loss. You wondered why I allowed it. You questioned my timing and my plan. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I was not absent in those moments. I was closer than ever, even when your grief made it hard to sense my presence. Silence does not mean abandonment. I was strengthening you quietly. I was preparing you for a deeper understanding of love that goes beyond physical presence. I was teaching you that faith can stand even when emotions fluctuate. The one you love rests in that deeper understanding now. They see clearly what was once mysterious. They do not carry confusion about what happened. They carry peace, and they desire that same peace for you. They do not want you wrestling endlessly with questions that have no earthly answers. They want you anchored in trust. You have also feared forgetting certain details about them. You worry that as years pass, their voice or expressions might fade from memory. That fear has made you cling tightly to every photograph and object. It is natural to want to preserve what was meaningful. But remember this gently. Love is not contained only in images or belongings. It lives in who you have become because of them. Even if certain details soften with time, the impact they had on your character remains. Their influence is woven into your patience, your humor, and your resilience. Nothing that shaped you has been erased. There will come a day when you speak about them without your voice trembling. That day will not diminish their importance. It will reflect the healing that has matured inside you. I am guiding you toward that maturity carefully. I am not rushing you, but I am leading you. Each step forward is intentional. The final message they carry for you continues to echo with strength. Do not delay your own growth out of loyalty to pain. Loyalty to love means living well, not remaining wounded. They want you to pursue the calling you have sensed quietly for years. They want you to stop doubting your worth. They want you to step into opportunities that once intimidated you. You are more capable than you believe. Grief has refined you, not weakened you. The compassion you gained through loss is now part of your spiritual strength. There are blessings ahead that you cannot yet imagine. Do not assume that your greatest days are behind you. I have prepared seasons that will surprise you with goodness. You will experience moments of connection that feel safe again. You will encounter friendships that feel steady. You will discover joy that does not feel fragile. Do not resist these gifts when they arrive. Receive them as part of my restoration. The one you love would smile to see you embracing them. You have been protected from deeper despair more times than you know. I have steadied your thoughts when they threatened to spiral. I have surrounded you with unseen grace. As you continue walking forward, let gratitude begin to outweigh regret. Let trust begin to outweigh fear. Let hope begin to outweigh sorrow. I am not asking you to forget. I am inviting you to transform. I am not erasing the past. I am redeeming it. You are not alone in this journey of healing. My presence surrounds you in every season. My guidance remains constant. Lift your eyes beyond what was lost and toward what remains. Your life still carries purpose, meaning, and divine protection. Nothing about your future is accidental. The truth has been unfolding layer by layer, and it continues to set you free. Their last message is steady and clear. Live bravely, love openly, and trust me completely. You have asked yourself in silent thoughts whether you will ever feel completely steady again. You fear that a part of you will always feel slightly broken. Hear me clearly now. You are not broken beyond repair. You were wounded, yes, but wounds can close and leave wisdom behind. The tenderness you feel is not permanent damage. It is the sign of a heart that loved deeply. The one you love would never define you by your lowest emotional days. They saw your light long before you saw it yourself. They recognized qualities in you that you still hesitate to claim. They would tell you now to stop underestimating the person you are becoming. They would remind you that you carried them through difficult moments with quiet courage. They would encourage you to see yourself with kinder eyes. There is also something you have been avoiding. You have been postponing certain decisions because you feel uncertain without their input. You wonder what they would advise. I tell you this with compassion. You are capable of deciding. You have grown enough to stand on your own discernment. You are not required to freeze your life at the moment of their departure. Movement is not disrespect. Growth is not abandonment. Comment 1515 as a declaration that you are ready to move forward with confidence. Let that simple act represent agreement with the direction I am leading you. I am guiding your steps even when the path feels unfamiliar. You have also experienced guilt when moments of happiness return suddenly. A laugh escapes your mouth, and for a second you feel light again. Then guilt creeps in and tells you that joy is inappropriate, that guilt is not truth. Joy does not cancel love. Joy honors life. The one you love would not want you to measure your loyalty by how long you remain sad. They would want you to build a life that reflects the best of what you shared together. They would want your happiness to be strong, not fragile. You are still allowed to dream. You are still allowed to imagine a future filled with possibility. Loss did not cancel the promises I placed over your life. There are doors ahead that will open at the right time. There are connections that will feel steady and safe. There are experiences that will remind you that life still carries beauty. Do not sabotage those blessings because of fear. Receive them with gratitude. Let yourself experience them fully. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Another truth must settle into your spirit. You are not meant to carry this journey alone in silence. I am inviting you to share your story with those who can hold it gently. When you speak about what you endured, healing deepens. When you allow others to support you, strength multiplies. Isolation may have felt safe for a season, but connection will restore you. The one you love sees the way you have tried to be strong for everyone else. They know you sometimes hide your own struggles to avoid burdening others. They would tell you that you do not always have to be the strong one. There is grace for you to lean on others. There is strength in admitting when you feel overwhelmed. You are not less faithful because you need support. I am also reshaping your understanding of time. You once measured life in long stretches of expectation. Now you are more aware of how fragile each day can be. This awareness is not meant to create anxiety. It is meant to deepen gratitude. You are learning to value moments more intentionally. You are learning that presence matters more than perfection. That lesson will guide you in relationships moving forward. It will make you more patient, more attentive, and more compassionate. There will come a day when you realize that this loss gave you a clearer sense of purpose. You will recognize that you are living more intentionally than before. That realization will not erase the pain, but it will redeem it. The one you love would be honored to know that their life continues to inspire your growth. They would be grateful that their influence still shapes your character. That is how love continues beyond physical presence. You do not need to search for dramatic signs to know they are at peace. Trust the assurance I have already placed in your heart. I am faithful to care for every soul. You are safe under my guidance. You are not walking blindly. Even when emotions rise unexpectedly, my hand remains steady on your life. There will be future milestones where you will wish they were physically present. That longing is natural. In those moments, bring your emotions to me without hesitation. I will comfort you. I will steady your thoughts. I will remind you that love is not confined to what your eyes can see. You have grown stronger than you realize. You have survived days you once believed you could not endure. That resilience is part of your testimony now. Hold your head high, not in pride, but in quiet confidence. You are still chosen. You are still guided. The truth that began unfolding continues to lead you into freedom. Their last message remains clear and unwavering. Live fully, forgive yourself, and trust me with every tomorrow. You grew used to carrying the weight. You learned how to move with it, speak with it, and sleep beside it. Now that the weight is slowly lifting, you may not know who you are without it. I am showing you who you are beyond grief. You are not only the one who lost someone precious. You are the one who endured, who learned, and who is still standing. The one you love does not want your identity wrapped around a single chapter of loss. They want your life to expand again. They want you to rediscover parts of yourself that were set aside during sorrow. There were hobbies, interests, and dreams that faded into the background when everything changed. You told yourself you would return to them someday. That someday is approaching. You may feel hesitant to invest energy into things that once brought you joy. You wonder if it is appropriate to feel excitement again. Let me be clear with you. Joy is not disrespect. Joy is life continuing. Joy is gratitude expressed in motion. Joy is a reflection of the breath I still place within you. Comment 1717 as a declaration that you accept joy without guilt. Let that number symbolize forward movement. I am restoring balance where sorrow once overshadowed everything. There were nights when you lay awake, replaying their last days in your mind. You questioned every decision, every word, every detail. Those nights felt endless. I was present in those nights. I heard the thoughts you could not say aloud. I felt the heaviness in your chest. I did not turn away from your confusion. I stayed close even when you doubted my plan. I held you steady when your thoughts threatened to spiral. The one you love does not want you trapped in those final memories. They would rather you remember the fullness of their life. They would rather you recall the laughter, the shared jokes, and the ordinary days that carried quiet meaning. Your mind sometimes clings to the ending because it feels unresolved. But I am resolving what you cannot. I am healing the places where answers feel incomplete. There is also something important about your future relationships. You have been cautious, even guarded. You fear that opening your heart again could lead to another heartbreak. That fear is understandable, but it is not meant to rule you. Love is always a risk on earth, but it is also always a gift. Do not deny yourself connection because of what you endured. The one you love would not want you isolated. They would want you surrounded by people who support and uplift you. They would want your life filled with companionship and warmth. You are not betraying them by forming new bonds. You are honoring the love you learned by sharing it again. The capacity to love deeply is not meant to be buried. There will be moments when memory catches you unexpectedly. A scent, a place, or a phrase may trigger emotion. When that happens, allow yourself to pause. Do not rush to suppress the feeling. Let it pass through you gently. Healing does not mean erasing memory, it means carrying it with peace. I am also guiding you into deeper trust. You once believed you controlled more than you truly did. Loss revealed how fragile life can be. That revelation can either create fear or strengthen faith. I am choosing to strengthen your faith. I am teaching you to rely on me with greater confidence. The one you love rests securely in my care. They are not lost in darkness or uncertainty. They are safe, steady, and surrounded by peace. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You do not need to imagine scenarios about their condition. Trust the assurance I have already given you. I am faithful to what I promise. There are blessings ahead that will surprise you. You may not feel ready for them, but they are coming. I am preparing your heart to receive them without resistance. You have carried responsibility heavily since their passing. You felt you had to hold everything together. That pressure has been exhausting. Release some of that pressure now. You do not have to prove your strength constantly. You are allowed to rest. Rest does not mean forgetting. Rest means trusting me enough to lay down what you cannot control. I am capable of carrying what overwhelms you. As you continue forward, remember that growth does not happen all at once. It unfolds gradually. Each day you choose hope, you are building resilience. Each day you choose gratitude over regret, you are honoring both your past and your future. That choice shapes your character quietly but powerfully. The final message from the one you love continues to echo with clarity. Do not let sorrow define the limits of your life. Let love define the direction of it. They would want you to step boldly into opportunities. They would want you to pursue the calling that still stirs inside you. They would want your faith to grow stronger, not weaker. You are still protected. You are still guided. You are still chosen. Lift your eyes beyond the shadow of what was lost. Look toward what remains and what is coming. I am not finished writing your story. Your life carries purpose beyond this chapter. Your heart carries strength you did not know you possessed. And the love you shared continues to shape you into someone deeper and wiser. That whisper is not a sign that you are stuck. It is a sign that love remains alive in you. But I want you to understand that love can live without pain leading it. You have been slowly learning this, even if you have not said it clearly to yourself. The memories no longer cut as sharply as they once did. They still move you, but they do not undo you. This is growth. This is healing, unfolding at its own pace, and it is not accidental. The one you love sees that change from a place of peace. They are not measuring your grief. They are not counting how often you cry. They rejoice when you feel steady. They feel glad when you take a step forward. They would never want your loyalty to be proven through suffering. There were days when you felt like you were losing parts of yourself along with them. You questioned your identity without their presence beside you. You wondered who you were without that connection shaping your routine. But you are discovering something important now. You are still you. You are still capable, thoughtful, and strong. Their absence did not erase your value. It revealed parts of you that had to stand on their own. That standing has made you stronger than you realize. Comment 1919 as a declaration that you accept the strength forming within you. Let it represent agreement with the growth I am cultivating. I am building resilience into your spirit, quietly and steadily. You have also felt moments of unexpected gratitude. Perhaps it came when you remembered a lesson they taught you. Perhaps it surfaced when you realized how deeply you were loved. That gratitude does not cancel the pain of loss. It transforms it. It shifts your focus from what ended to what was given. The one you love gave you more than you recognized at the time. They gave you perspective. They gave you lessons in patience, compassion, and endurance. You carry those lessons forward now. They show up in the way you treat others. They shape how you respond to difficulty. That is how love continues. Not through clinging to sorrow, but through living out what was learned. You have sometimes feared that moving fully into the future means leaving them behind in the past. That fear has slowed your steps. It has made you hesitate when new opportunities appeared. Let me reassure you clearly. Moving forward does not erase what was shared. It builds upon it. You are not stepping away from them. You are stepping into what they would want for you. They would want your days filled with meaning, not regret. There are still dreams stirring in your heart. Some of them feel small and simple, others feel bold and intimidating. Do not silence those dreams because of loss. I planted them within you long ago. They did not disappear when someone you loved departed. I am guiding you towards spaces where those dreams can grow again. It may feel unfamiliar at first. That unfamiliarity is not danger, it is expansion. You will meet people who do not know your full history. That may feel strange. You may wonder if sharing your story is necessary. Share it when you feel led, but do not feel obligated to carry it into every new space immediately. Your story is part of you, but it does not have to introduce you everywhere you go. You are allowed to be more than your grief. You are allowed to be curious, hopeful, and excited again. These emotions do not dishonor the one you love. They would want to see your eyes light up again. They would want to know that your heart is not locked in permanent sorrow. Their final message carries this clear desire: live without fear of joy. There will still be tender days. There will still be anniversaries that stir emotion. That is natural. When those days arrive, do not withdraw from the world completely. Allow yourself to feel, but do not isolate yourself. I will steady you in those moments. You have grown more spiritually aware through this season. You notice my presence in ways you did not before. You recognize subtle guidance more quickly. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This awareness is a gift born from vulnerability. Loss opened your heart in a way comfort never could, and through that opening, faith has deepened. The one you love rests in peace that is steady and unshaken. You do not need to worry about their condition or imagine uncertainty. I hold them securely, and I hold you as well. Your path forward is not random. Your steps are directed even when you feel unsure. There is purpose in the way you survived this season. There is strength in the way you kept breathing through heavy days. There is wisdom forming through every tear you shed. Lift your eyes now beyond what ended. Look toward what remains. You are still here for a reason. Your life has not been paused permanently. It has been reshaped, and reshaping leads to renewal. The truth that began unfolding when you first heard my words continues to set you free. Their last message remains consistent and clear. Trust me, live bravely, and let love expand rather than shrink your world. You are not walking into emptiness. You are walking into chapters that carry purpose. You are not alone in this journey. Nothing is wrong. This is what healing looks like. It does not announce itself with a grand moment. It arrives quietly, like light slowly filling a room. Before you notice, the darkness has lifted. The one you love would be relieved to see this change in you. They would not accuse you of forgetting. They would feel grateful that your heart is no longer crushed under constant sorrow. You have been afraid that time moving forward means their memory moving backward. You picture distance growing between you and the moments you shared. That fear has made you cling tightly to every reminder. But listen to me carefully now. Time does not steal what was real. Time refines how you carry it. You will not lose what truly shaped you. The essence of who they were in your life is part of your foundation now. Foundations do not disappear because years pass. You have also begun to notice that you are thinking about your future more often. Plans are forming in your mind. Ideas are surfacing that once felt impossible. At first, you felt guilty for even imagining those possibilities. You questioned whether it was appropriate to plan beyond your grief. But that instinct to move forward did not come from selfishness. It came from life returning. Comment 1010 to declare that you choose life with courage. Let that declaration mark a shift inside you. I am calling you not just to survive, but to live. There were nights when you feared you would never feel whole again. You wondered if part of your spirit had permanently dimmed. You felt smaller, quieter, and unsure of yourself. Yet, look at you now. You are still standing. You are still functioning. You are still capable of love and hope. The pain did not destroy you. It revealed your depth. It uncovered resilience you did not know you possessed. The one you love never wanted you defined by their absence. They wanted you strengthened by their presence in your past. There is a difference. Their presence shaped you. Their absence refined you. Both have contributed to who you are becoming. You have also learned something profound about the fragility of life. You do not take ordinary days for granted the way you once did. You notice small blessings more intentionally now. This awareness is not meant to create fear. It is meant to create gratitude. It is meant to make you more present in the moments you still have. There are people in your life right now who need the deeper compassion you gained through loss. They may not even realize it yet, but your empathy has expanded in ways that will matter to them. You are becoming someone who listens more carefully, someone who notices subtle pain in others, someone who understands the weight of silence. This transformation did not happen by accident. I am shaping you with purpose. Nothing you endured has been wasted. There will be opportunities ahead that require courage. You may feel hesitant at first. The memory of loss may whisper that everything is fragile. But courage is not the absence of awareness. It is the decision to move forward despite it. I am strengthening that courage within you. The one you love would not want you shrinking from opportunity. They would want you stepping into growth with confidence. They would want your faith to expand, not contract. There may come a time when you form a new bond that feels meaningful. When that time arrives, do not sabotage it with comparison. Do not measure it against what you lost. Every connection has its own shape. Every season carries its own purpose. You are allowed to experience new love without guilt. This does not replace what was. It continues your story, and your story is still unfolding. You have been protected more than you know. There were moments when despair almost pulled you under. There were days when your thoughts felt dangerously heavy. I steadied you in those moments. I guided you through them quietly. You are here today because my hand did not leave you. The truth revealed from the beginning remains steady. The one you love rests in peace. You remain on earth with purpose. You are not meant to live in constant remembrance of their final days. You are meant to live in the strength of the love you shared.